So, the Switch 2 just got announced. Let's talk about that. Okay, so according to the Switch 2 trailer, it looks to be pretty much everything that everyone was expecting the Switch 2 to be. Essentially, it's just a souped-up Switch with, some little changes here and there. Most notably, the brand new magnetic Joy-Cons that a lot of people have been speculating the Switch to have, and that's been heavily rumored to be featured on this Switch. And yeah, they're here. They're real. And obviously they're there to make taking off and putting on the Joy-Cons a lot easier than just simply sliding them on and sliding them off, like with the original Switch. The Switch 2 also seems to have a brand new, well, not exactly brand new, but sort of brand new, a new sleek, new modern design that's much more akin to, say, the PS5 or the Xbox Series X. I noticed a lot of people say they didn't like the design because it's trying way too hard to be modern. It doesn't exactly have that classic Nintendo charm to it. There was also people who say they didn't like it because it looks too much like the original Switch and not enough like its own thing entirely. Which, to be fair, I can kind of understand where they're coming from with this. But the thing is with the Switch's design is that it's already pretty perfect. I mean, the Switch itself was already pretty much like the perfect definitive Nintendo console. And the design itself, other than just a few things here and there, there's not really a whole lot you could change about it. I think the design is already pretty perfect. And yeah, honestly, that's all it really needs to do is just change a couple of things here and there. Although I do kind of wish that the Joy-Cons had a D-pad, like an actual, just regular Nintendo D-pad, instead of just like the 4-button things that kind of resembles the PlayStation D-pad, except even that is like an actual D-pad, but whatever. Although I guess it makes sense why they wouldn't change that due to the fact that, it still is a Nintendo Switch Joy-Con. It's still treated as sort of like an extra controller in case you and a friend ever want to play in tabletop mode, which I do like. Personally, I actually really do like the new Switch 2 design. I like that it's actually going for much more of a modern feel. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but yeah, I like this new modern take on the Switch. And I like that, despite the more modern all-black design, it still has a bit of that Nintendo charm, whereas it still keeps the accent colors of the original Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, that being, of course, neon red and neon blue. I do like that, and obviously, if you don't like this, pretty sure Nintendo's going to release a whole bunch of different variations of the new Joy-Cons, like with the original Switch, of course. Also, by the looks of it, it seems we might be able to use the Switch 2 Joy-Cons similar to a computer mouse, because they have sort of like an optical sensor on the side of them, as well as the Joy-Con straps that you attach to the Switch Joy-Cons will allow them to be used very similarly to a computer mouse as seen in the trailer. I mean, they literally were seen moving around like mice, so I'm assuming it's going to be used for like a select few games, like PC games or maybe like point and click games, stuff like that. That's going to be ported over to the Switch or made specifically for the Switch. Not really sure what this is all about, but I'm guessing we'll have to wait until April 2nd just to have more information on the Switch 2. So yeah, it's going to be a while. Which kind of leads me to my theory. So I'm pretty sure some people have also said this. So originally, the Switch 2 was not supposed to be announced this early. Okay, like I think it was supposed to be, Nintendo did want to wait until April 2nd at the very least to announce the Switch 2. As we saw at the end of the trailer, that's when they were going to show off more information. I'm pretty sure they were going to wait until then to even just, announce and reveal the Switch 2 at all. But because of all the recent leaks that have been happening, that apparently Nintendo is genuinely, like, really furious about this. Pretty much all the higher-ups in Nintendo are just, like, actually just crashing out over this. It kind of forced them to announce them, like, as early as they did, which I don't think they wanted to. But, yeah, by the looks of it, it seems they did this because they were forced to by other leakers. Not only that, Nintendo was also generous enough to give us a first look at what appears to be Mario Kart 9. Some people are speculating that this isn't Mario Kart 9, but rather like just a full-on HD remake of the original Super Mario Kart on the SNES. But honestly, come on, let's face it, it's Mario Kart 9. Like, why would it not be? And I think what was really interesting about the trailer is that Mario in the trailer looked to be a little more cartoony. His design looks to be pretty similar to how it was in Mario Bros. Wonder. So something tells me that game played a major influence as to like what Nintendo wants Mario to be from now on, or what it wants it to look like. As well as that, Donkey Kong, as many have pointed out, Donkey Kong seems to have a brand new design, no longer reminiscent of his original Rare design, but rather much more reminiscent of the original Donkey Kong design from the 80s, as well as movie Donkey Kong, which to me at least looks to be a mashup between the original arcade Donkey Kong design and his, of course, his iconic Rare design. And yes, I know some people especially aren't gonna like this new Donkey Kong redesign. I know some people really don't like it, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal to me. I like it either way. I definitely don't like it as much as the original design. I still prefer the original design. I believe many people do, but you know, this new design still looks good. I still like it regardless, honestly. I like that Nintendo seems to be having some kind of brand synergy between the movies and the games, and I know it's not something that everybody's gonna like, but like honestly, I like that Nintendo seems to be up for trying new things in the series and, you know, wanting to evolve it and wanting to add new things, you know, change some things, and, you know, really try to keep it fresh. And I do like and I do respect that. Of course, I think the absolute biggest thing to take away from the sneak peek of Mario Kart 9 is that Yoshi Burger's gonna be in the game? No way! And yeah, I do like that for this game, the series will be going back to its roots, having a very, you know, being very SNES Super Mario Kart-esque. My only hope is that it doesn't get rid of, like, you know, all the new additions to the Mario Kart series, like the anti-gravity and pretty much all the new additions the series has been getting ever since Mario Kart Wii. And yeah, that's about it. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. This isn't really meant to be like an in-depth sort of analysis. It's just supposed to be me just rambling and, you know, saying my thoughts on the Switch 2 overall, which is that, yeah, I like it. I like this new, more modern, sleek design. I know, like I said, and like I keep saying, I know some people may not like it, and I can totally understand why. I like this new design. Like I keep saying, it's a good design. I like it. I like that it's going for much more of a modern feel. You know, overall, I'm excited for the Switch 2. I really am. And I'm excited for Mario Kart 9. I know this reveal didn't have a whole lot to offer. I mean, the original Nintendo Switch reveal full-on had Breath of the Wild, which is, you know, like that game alone is what made people want to buy a Switch in the first place. Honestly, I think Mario Kart 9 enough will be, you know, that alone will be enough to make people want to buy the Switch 2. What I'm really hoping for, honestly, is a new 3D Mario. Since the last, like, big 3D Mario game we had was Mario Odyssey. And that came out, like, what, like 7 years ago at this point? And, like, you know, like, I'm really starving for a new 3D Mario game. And I know there was Bowser's Fury, but, like, honestly, you know, I mean like a new, brand new, big 3D Mario, not just like an extra mode, like an extra DLC mode, which wasn't bad. I liked it, but, you know, something on the level of Odyssey, like Galaxy 3 or even Odyssey 2, you know, just anything. And it's rumored that we might get that as a launch title for the Switch 2. I don't really know. But yeah, as of right now, I will say I'm excited for the Switch 2, and I'm excited for Mario Kart 9. Can't wait to see more. And yeah, that's all I really got to say about that. Sorry I haven't uploaded in so long. I've just been really busy with a lot of personal stuff and work stuff. And, you know, I'm going to try to get back on the grind this year in 2025. I really want to upload more videos. I have a ton of ideas. And, you know, hopefully I'll have more time to work on videos this year as compared to last year. And so I decided that instead of just a boring update video telling you where I've been, and absolutely no one is going to watch at all, I could just make this, you know, make actual content instead, which I feel like is much more entertaining. It has much more discussion, and will also ensure this video will actually get views and people will actually watch it. So yeah, don't really have much to say. Subscribe, I guess, if you want. Like the video, follow me somewhere, and I'll see you all next time. And don't forget to
eat your green vegetables.